In the grand halls of medieval Europe, where kings wielded power with iron fists and thrones were often stained by war and greed, there rose a ruler who defied the norm. His name was Louis IX, King of France. But history would come to know him by another name, Saint Louis. Born in 1214 in Poissy, France, Louis was the son of King Louis VIII and Queen Blanche of Castile. From a young age, Louis was formed in both real discipline and deep Christian faith. His mother, Queen Blanche, famously told him, "I would rather see you dead at my feet than guilty of a mortal sin." This wasn't cruelty, it was conviction. And it shaped Louis into a man whose conscience ruled his crown. At just 12 years old, Louis became king after the death of his father. His mother served as regent until he came of age, and under her guidance, he matured into a wise and devout ruler. Unlike many monarchs of his time, Louis saw kingship not as an opportunity for domination, but as a sacred responsibility, one that flowed from God. He governed with an unshakable sense of justice. He reformed laws, combated corruption, and personally heard the cases of the poor. He built hospitals, founded monasteries, and supported education and the arts. His court became a place where the gospel was lived out, not just spoken. But Louis was not merely a civil leader, he was a man of profound personal holiness. He attended daily mass, wore simple clothing under his royal robes, fasted regularly, and prayed with the devotion of a monk. He was known to wash the feet of the poor, feed beggars at his own table, and care for lepers with his own hands. He believed his role as king was to mirror Christ, the servant of all. His love for Christ extended to a fierce desire to defend the church. Twice, Louis led crusades to the Holy Land, not out of conquest, but out of longing to protect the sacred places of Christianity. His first crusade, though undertaken with noble intentions, ended in disaster. Louis was captured and held for ransom. Yet he bore this humiliation with patience and dignity, even using the time to pray and comfort his fellow prisoners. After being freed, he did not return home defeated. Instead, he stayed in the region for years, helping to rebuild Christian communities and negotiating peace. Eventually, he returned to France, where he resumed his just reign and continued to live as a humble servant of God and people. But the call of the cross still stirred in his heart. In 1270, despite his age and failing health, Louis led another crusade to North Africa. This time, his body could not withstand the harsh conditions. Stricken with dysentery, King Louis IX died near Tunis on August 25, 1270. His final words were, "Jerusalem, Jerusalem, not the earthly city alone, but the heavenly one, toward which his entire life had pointed." Canonized just 27 years after his death by Pope Boniface VIII, Saint Louis IX remains the only French king officially declared a saint. He is the patron of kings, politicians, and those in positions of authority. But more than that, he is a witness to the possibility of holiness in the highest stations of life. He reminds us that greatness is not measured in crowns or armies, but in how one serves, sacrifices, and seeks God above all else. In an age when leadership is so often marred by pride and power, the life of Saint Louis IX stands as a shining light. He ruled not by might, but by mercy. He led not for glory, but for God, and he died not with riches, but with the cross. May we, too, whatever our state in life, learn from Saint Louis to lead with justice, love the poor, protect the truth, and place our hope not in kingdoms of this world, but in the eternal kingdom of God.